Wednesday, November 6th. The presidential election is over and Trump won. It's 20 after 3. I'm gonna go across the field and sit in the ladder stand. This is pretty exciting. So the button buck that was feeding 30 yards to my right ended up trying to come over and get a piece of that receptive doe. I'd love to take a deer tonight, but it just didn't seem like it was the right shot. It's early. I just want to see what's going on. that was an interesting night. I sat down about 3:30, and pretty soon after I found this buck. I thought it was a 4-point, but it could have been a 6. Once he stood up, he ended up being locked down on a doe, and he bred her once, and there was a button buck right behind me for quite a while, and then the button buck was interested in that doe, and so the more dominant buck was pushing the button buck around, and he ended up walking right underneath me. I could have smoked him, but I decided that wasn't fair. And anytime I would grunt, I could get that dominant buck's attention, but he'd just start chasing that button buck away. I could never get him to get away from his doe. So the rut is definitely on. It was definitely fun to see. There was another 3-point behind me, a pretty big bodied 3-point. He was chasing some other does just before dark, and saw some big body does 117 yards out. Just a cool night, just an awesome night. First time I've seen real activity, and they were all around chasing each other. So the rut is definitely on here, at least. About 2 more steps and I'm going to be packing out. is exciting. I'm gonna see what I can do to make the most of this afternoon and get back to my other ladder stand. I'm just gonna stay low. I'll stay downwind. There was a real nice 8-point on camera last night, 30 yards from my other stand. And I just really wanted to be over by that 8-point this afternoon in case he came back. But I guess I'm only 200 yards away, so he might have been over here at some point too. This morning, there was a doe that came out of that corn right there. She ended up walking through this thicket. And she walked about 20 yards, maybe 30 yards right in front of this tree. All the way into that bean field. And then she turned around and she fed her way all the way back through my food plots and disappeared. That was the only deer I'd be able to shoot today that I've seen today. So I'm all about a big doe. So here's my bolt, and it is definitely got blood on it. Oh, it's got blood. Oh, yes. Oh boy. I'm gonna go talk to the neighbor and just let him know that I'm gonna go retrieve a deer on their property. And I gotta move a few things around in the barn to make room for this big boy. Yes. So excited. I'm going to celebrate with a wheel horse glass of apple cider. Oh, so good. I think that's my first gallon of the season. And I got some deer burger with some pickles and barbecue sauce. So, a little recap. I'm gonna give him like an hour, another hour. It's been about an hour already. So, just to make sure he's dead, but I'm pretty sure I know where he crashed. Last night, there was the 6-point that was breeding his doe about 50 yards from me. And there was some action with a 3-point, a pretty big 3-point. And some other does behind me on the property that I can't hunt. I'm in my ladder stand last night, and I've got this button buck that just won't leave me alone. He's looking right at me, and then he's curious about that 6-point, so he's bugging the 6-point. 6-point's chasing him back. I'm grunting at the 6-point, hoping he'll get off of his doe and come try to push me out. And he just wouldn't come close enough. He'd kind of search around, and then he'd run the button buck off. 30 minutes after dark, on the trail cam in front of my big tree stand, is this really nice 8-point. And I decided, all right, if he's there, I'm going to be there. I want to hunt there. And this morning, of course, that button buck was right underneath me, maybe 45 yards out. He'd get up, he'd eat a little bit, 30 yards from me, bed back down. 20 minutes later, get up, feet around, go bed down 30 yards the other way. And I ended up just sneaking out of my stand with him almost in plain view. And then I'm walking back out to that tree going, that big 8-point was here last night. I want to be here tonight. And there's that button buck feeding right in the middle of the path. And I just laid down. And I'm watching him as low as I could get. And as soon as his head was gone, I backed out, ran across the back of the barn, scooted across the bean field, and got in my ladder stand thinking, I'm not going to make it to where I need to be. And lo and behold, 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes after I got in my stand, sure enough, here comes that button buck to bug me. And he kind of went in circles for a little while, and then he really scurried. He ran off in a quick hurry. I love deer. Maybe an hour later, I'm thinking, it's 20 after 5, it's like 40 minutes till dark. Things need to pick up here. I haven't seen anything but that button buck this whole afternoon. And right about then, I'm kind of looking over because that's where they've been coming from. And I'm looking right here, and all of a sudden just crash, crash, crash. And he was at the bottom of my tree, like closer to the tree trunk than the end of the ladder. He looks up at me, looked around, looked back up at me again, looked around, and started walking. He was quartering away. But all I did was just wait until he was far enough away that I felt like I could take the crossbow and just pow! And probably got him right here, but he was quartering away. So I'm guessing I got liver and lung. Went straight through. It was probably that far into the dirt. He jumped the tree line, and I could see the hole in his side. I knew that it was a good fatal wound. It's just going to take time. And he ran into that big tall corn, maybe 20 yards. And then this is now about 80 yards away, and I can see just masses of corn. Just blah, 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 blah. And then silence. And I knew that's where he went down. That's where I plan on going to find him here in a little bit. But I'm going to finish the snack, see if any of the family wants to go out with me. And hopefully we're firing up a tractor tonight. So we're heading out for recovery. It's been about 2 hours. And pretty sure I'm going to almost be able to walk right to him. It's not that far into the corn, but we're going to kind of do a little scan, look for blood. Hey, look, a golf ball. Found one. We can pick that up. Yeah. Yeah, this is our driving range too, and our deer hunting spot. Found my first blood. Oh yeah, found blood. Sweet. See data on the leaves. So we went running through there. There's a whole bunch. We're gonna find a deer. Some more. He ran right through here. I can smell deer. To see some blood on the corn. Did you see some?
No.
Yeah. Oh, here's some. He turned, jumped through all that garbage. Go around. Here's more. 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 So I'm guessing he was running this edge a little bit. More. Still running this edge. There's blood. There's a lot of it. Oh, there's blood. There's blood. There's blood. There's a whole bunch of blood. Look at all the blood. Like, can you see how far it goes? Blood. You see way up there? Blood. Apparently this corn's coming down here pretty soon. Blood. I can't imagine he went too much farther. Blood. Right here, it looks like he might have stood a minute. Blood, blood, blood. Blood. Just want to make sure we don't like cross our path. Blood, blood. Did we already come this way? Where'd we just come from?
That way.
Oh boy. Okay. scan, see if we can find any more. He might have done like a big loop. Guess we'll just keep going this way. If we have to double back, we will. Because there's some on the ground, and there's some here. Yeah. Definitely trashing this corn. There's more blood. I think he did double back. No, we came from over there, I thought.
No.
Why don't you go see? Go right there where it's all trashed right there and see if you can see some. Oh, you're right. Dang it.
Right about going that way from that way, or
Okay, here's more blood. Okay. Blood. Oh, a whole bunch of blood. 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 He was definitely running down this trail. I lost it again, right here. More blood. Just running down this trail. It's right here. Right there. More blood. Man. Blood. More blood. Holy cow. I'm further than I thought. This is where we wait. Blood down there. Okay. Man, I remember this place from another 8-point I shot. Okay, here's some on the ground. Still more. Yeah, there's a swamp up here. Here's more. Here's more. More. here. Come on, buddy. Okay, stay there, Jada. I don't know if he went this way or just kept on his path. Oh, here's blood. Here's blood. Here's blood. Man, this is some gnarly stuff. There's more blood. Of course, I get a phone call. Right when I get a phone call is when we find him. Oh man, that's my deer. It's a 9-point, and it has a little tiny bump, like it was gonna have another one growing there. That's my biggest deer as far as point count goes. All right, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and almost a little sticker. It's probably 3/4 of an inch. So we got a 9-point, almost 10. That is my best buck on this land, and my first archery deer. So this is pretty amazing that I was blessed, I guess, with such a awesome shot. That was my exit. Whoa, this thing's a tank. Oh boy. So it was a little further back than I hoped, but it was definitely a good kill shot. I saw the hole in him when he was running away, and I knew that he was quartering away. So I might have smoked a little bit of a backstrap there, but what an archery deer. What a kill. Yes. Okay, I got my tags. It's time to make this official. Any deer, any buck, and any antlerless. Yes. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for showing up and saying hi. Thanks for giving me a good shot. You were not killed in vain. So we're going to make our way to the edge of the next field over, and then we can go get a tractor, pull them home. We'll field dress them there so we don't get that cavity all dirty. Yeah.